Andrew Wiggins was one of the most hyped players coming out of Kansas, being dubbed the Maple Jordan and had the weight of Canadian basketball on his shoulders. Drafted number 1 overall in 2014 by the Cavaliers and winning Rookie of the Year, it seemed the sky was the limit for Wiggins. Things haven't panned out the way they could have, as he struggled with inconsistency most of his young career, but that doesn't mean Wiggins isn't carving out an extremely important role for himself in the NBA. If I would have told you after Wiggins' Rookie of the Year first season that he would wait till year 9 to earn his first All-Star appearance, and instead of being a superstar, he would be the best role player in the league, you'd look at me like I just said the Sacramento Kings would be a 50-win team this year.
Nope.
Nonetheless, Wiggins is still super important and could be on his way to win a championship this season. So how did Andrew Wiggins become the best role player in the league, and how has he changed his role to benefit Golden State? Becoming the best role player wasn't something that happened instantaneously for Wiggs. Some might say he isn't even a role player because he's an all-star. Wiggins is what we call an elevated role player. He's so good in his role and excels in it so much that he may be worthy of an all-star selection, which he was this season. Wiggins never came into the league as a role player though. Throughout Andrew Wiggins' early career, he struggled with consistently being good at basketball, especially in the shooting department. Drafted number 1 overall by the Cavs in 2014, then traded to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love, Wiggins had a very solid rookie year, winning Rookie of the Year and being on the All-Rookie First team. In his next 2 seasons, Wiggins would trend upwards, averaging 21 in year 2 and then 24 points in year 3. Things started to decline for Wiggins after this, with the arrival of Jimmy Butler the next season, as Jimmy decided to bully his own team, and the Wolves changed coaches multiple times as well. The Timberwolves became unsatisfied with his stagnant, declining growth, so he was traded midway through the 2019-20 season for D'Angelo "Snitch" Russell to the Golden State Warriors. In Golden State is where Wiggins started to transform his game. The rest of that season, Wiggins only played 12 games with the Warriors, but in his first full season with the Dubs, he showed promise, being the most efficient so far in his career, averaging 19 points on 48% from the field and 38% from 3. Fast forward to this season where Wiggins earned his first All-Star selection as a starter, averaging 17 points on 47% from the field and 39% from 3, helping the Warriors to 3rd in the West and so far a Western Conference Finals berth. To fit into the Golden State system, Wiggins had to switch up his playstyle a lot. With the Timberwolves, Wiggins was a borderline number 1 option for some years, being responsible for a lot of the scoring on offense. Wiggins' value in Golden State is no longer solely his scoring, but what he can do elsewhere on the court. Wiggins has been a solid defender the last few years, but he didn't come into the league as an elite defender. It's something he's worked on, and this year he's accepted some really tough assignments, whether it's guarding Ja Morant when GP2 went down, or being the primary defender on Luka Doncic, and he's doing a pretty good damn job. Wiggins' defense has allowed him to stay on the floor and provide value when his shot is not falling. Since he's so long and athletic, he can switch on anyone and helps Golden State's Death Lineup 2.0 be switchable 1 to 5. Not many teams can do that. On offense, in this Death Lineup, these playoffs especially, Wiggins is essentially the Warriors' 5, because he's always the one attacking the offensive glass. The Warriors have the 2 best offensive rebounders left in the playoffs too, which are Wiggs and Looney, which is just unfair considering the second opportunities they give to the best shooters on planet Earth. Throughout the playoffs, Wiggins is averaging 6 rebounds and 2 offensive rebounds. Especially in the Memphis series, he was a handful, giving the Warriors so many extra possessions, and somehow rebounding 6'11", 8'4" wingspan Jaren Jackson Jr. This was really important because rebounding looked to be an area of weakness for Golden State, but Wiggins helped it become a strength. During that series by himself, he averaged 3.3 offensive rebounds. That's ridiculous for a guy who came into the league as a scoring wing. Plus, his scoring now is being utilized more efficiently than ever before. He's the most reliable as a 3-point shooter he's been in his career, and that provides tremendous value for Golden State with so many other scoring options who have the ball in their hands a lot. Wiggins in Minnesota was a much more ball-dominant player, even a ball stopper at times, so this transition for him to be a primarily off-ball scorer is fantastic. Even though he stays off-ball, when Steph and Klay are struggling, Wiggins still has a deep bag and knows when to score, like in Game 6. where he took over in the second half when he needed. Then Steph carried them over the finish line. For Wiggins to evolve like this takes a lot of character for a former #1 overall pick, so give credit to him. Overall, Wiggs has become so valuable in everything he does on a championship level team. That's why he's the best role player in the NBA. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, stay rested. See you in the next one.